In this week's new Red Dead Online update, Rockstar has some pretty big offers in the form of discounts and free rewards for players. So much so that I cannot wait to share some tips and tricks in regards to what's on sale so you can make sure you get every dollar's worth on your purchases based on the discounts this week. Welcome back to another weekly Red Dead Online update buyer's guide, where this series is all about helping you and getting the necessary intel across so you can make the most informed purchases and you don't waste your money. Now you have somewhere to look when it comes to in-game free items and discounts, and so you know the utility of the purchases you were thinking of making and how they can benefit you as a player and if they're worth it or not. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games, consider hitting that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. Usually we start with free items and free rewards for the week, but I want to reverse it this time, so let's get right into the big time discounts for players this week in Red Dead Online and why they should matter to you. Players can get 30% off pistols, fence pamphlets, and the improved bow this week, so let's hit on this discount first. There are a ton of incredible pamphlets in the game, which we'll get into in just a moment, but let's discuss pistols. The 3 pistols currently in the game are all in a league of their own, I would say. Generally, these pistols have a faster fire rate and lower damage output compared to the revolvers, with just one exception, and that being the volcanic pistol, but we also have the semi-auto pistol and of course the iconic Mauser. The Mauser holds 10 rounds in the magazine, and for a weapon with a fast rate of fire, you need all the ammo you can get to make sure you can take down your enemies. Both the semi-auto and the Mauser are headshot machines, especially if you are using painted black and you're marking targets. These are perhaps the best weapons to use to take down entire moonshine operations and revenue agent roadblocks out on the trails, and quite honestly, you'll make it so that the fight is over before it even gets started. The key differences with the Mauser and the semi-auto are, of course, ammo capacity, and it edges out the semi-auto on damage. The Mauser holds 10 rounds, while the semi-auto holds 8, and the semi-auto is also slightly more accurate in terms of its bloom circle. Both, of course, are going to be doing less damage per shot than if you were to use a repeater or a rifle or even revolvers, and it may not necessarily be the right choice of weapon for tier 5 legendary bounties because, again, unless you're getting headshots, it feels like both of them are shooting peas at that type of bounty. But that is honestly where the volcanic pistol comes into play. This weapon has a much slower fire rate than the Mauser and the semi-auto, but it does deal much more damage per shot, and the accuracy is also fantastic. And the base price for the weapon is the cheapest of the 3, costing only $270 without a discount. This is the only pistol in the game which does more damage than any revolver does on a per shot basis. The trade-off with the volcanic here being, of course, the rate of fire and the reload speed, which is a little bit slower, but these are not meant to be spam fired at clusters of enemies like the semi-auto and the Mauser are. Its accuracy remains intact, meaning you can easily choose between headshots and body shots without using a card like Painted Black to assist you, and combined with damage ability cards, for example, like Winning Streak or Peak Condition, you'll really appreciate the capabilities of the volcanic pistol. So for those looking to buy some pistols with the 30% discount this week, if you're looking for a pistol that's fast firing and opted for doing slightly more damage, go with the Mauser. If you're looking for a pistol also with a fast rate of fire but a little bit better accuracy and the highest rate of fire possible, with the trade-off here being a little bit of damage, the semi-auto is your go-to. And lastly, for those folks who enjoy the revolver feel and just enjoy revolvers overall and want exceptional damage with a pistol, accuracy, and reload speed, the volcanic pistol will suit you the best. Now, as for the 30% discount on the improved bow, it is a step up compared to the normal bow, but if you do not want to spend gold bars, you won't be missing out on a ton. It does have really sweet variants though, which you may enjoy, and that being said, I only use the improved bow now that I have it. It's said to give you less stamina drain with the arrow pulled back, but it's really the opposite, unfortunately. But the real advantage here is the marking distance when you use Painted Black, and in a nutshell, that's about it. I have a full guide on the improved bow here on my channel, and if it's worth it or really any different than the normal bow, but for the purposes of this buyer's guide, there's more of a cosmetic appeal with the variants of the improved bow than just the raw stat benefits, so keep that in mind if you want to make that purchase. As for the 30% off pamphlets, this is certainly the week to indulge in pamphlets if you have the money, Hazard Gang. There's so many great pamphlets to invest in. Yes, you are spending a lot of money on them, but pamphlets really are an investment for your character. You'll be so much better off with a few of these key pamphlets that we're going to get into right now. In total, there are 26 pamphlets, which are all beneficial, of course, but some with their price are not necessarily worth it until you have nothing else to spend money on. But my personal recommendations for this week are for the very low level players. For one, get the split point ammo pamphlet. It's unlocked at level 28 and you get slightly more accuracy for the class of weapon you craft the the ammo for. Nothing besides regular ammo is needed, in which you then turn it into split point ammo with no additional ingredients. And the best part is that the game awards you special ammo XP bonuses when you secure kills with this ammo, meaning you get to save money using split point made from regular ammo as opposed to buying high velocity or express special ammunition. As a very high level player in the game, this isn't necessarily something I use much anymore. In fact, it's actually more beneficial for me to just buy express ammo all the time. But when I was leveling up, especially on PS4, this can save you a lot of money and rank you up even faster. Two other ammo pamphlets I recommend you look into, which are also the most expensive, are the Dynamite Arrow pamphlet and the Express Explosive Ammo pamphlet. These are great for defense when you're on your trader or moonshine deliveries, when you get run up on by a solo player or even a posse. Make sure you have some Express Explosive loaded in your repeater or rifle to protect your goods, as well as think about having some dynamite arrows at the ready. Both are easy enough to craft. Express Explosive is made from an express bullet and animal fat, and dynamite arrows are made from an arrow, a stick of dynamite, and a flight feather. These aren't necessarily types of ammo you want to use all the time, of course. Use them sparingly. For the amount you use, yes, it's easy enough to craft, but if you think you should use Express Explosive ammo and dynamite arrows to complete missions, then certainly think again. These are great defense tools for your grind and for your businesses. Just don't be one of those guys launching dynamite arrows from the trees at random people. Horse Meal is also an incredibly beneficial pamphlet to keep your horse topped up with gold health and stamina cores. All you need are 3 gold or black currant, 3 pieces of hay, and 3 beets to make horse meal, which is the best thing possible to feed your horse. If not, hay and carrots still refill most of your cores, but if you want solid gold cores for your horse, this is the pamphlet to get. Long gone are the days of your horse dying on missions because it got shot too many times. Having golden cores on your horse gives you just enough time to give it a horse medicine if you notice enemies have depleted your horse's health bar and it's about to die. Tier 3 special health cures, special snake oils, and special bitters are also good pamphlets, but I'd stick with the other recommendations because you can craft potents or tier 2 tonics for free and they use less materials and ingredients. But now, moving on to the 30% discount on Harriet's blending tonics and other tonics. I don't really use them at all. I've purchased a few for the daily challenges and that's about it. It is worth it to grab a few because there are daily challenges that involve these tonics after all, and you can turn that discounted purchase into some extra gold nuggets, and if you do the challenges a lot, a few extra gold bars. But that's about the only reason to get these tonics. I would just argue you're much better off using other means to increase or decrease your weight, for example, like some of these tonics do. One last discount before we move on to the free items. If you find either legendary moose, the snowflake moose, or the night moose this week, you can sedate the animal and sample it, and you will be rewarded with a 30% discount for any weapon of your choice. So not only are pistols discounted by 30% this week, you can also get any weapon in addition for the 30% off this week. And I have tons of ranking videos on my channel for all revolvers, rifles, repeaters, shotguns, and more, so definitely check those out if you're interested. Those are all of the heavy discounts and my buyer's guide on those discounts. Now let's talk about free items and rewards before we wrap up this buyer's guide. Anyone who plays Red Dead Online between September 29th and October 5th will receive a bundle of 10 fire arrows, 10 poison arrows, and 10 small game arrows, absolutely free of charge and delivered to your lockbox. So if nothing in terms of discounts sounds exciting this week and you don't really plan on playing, at the very least just log in for a minute, claim the rewards from your lockbox. Free stuff is always useful in this game. And for players who may have Amazon Prime and a subscription for it, Prime Gaming is included with that. It's a Twitch rewards program for games, and Prime Gaming members will receive rewards for a free bar theme and outfit, accessory, or emote of their choice, plus 6,000 club XP and 10 times gin, brandy, rum, baked beans, and Jolly Jacks, all through October 12th. It's not worth paying for Prime Gaming for these rewards on their own, but Prime Gaming is included with an Amazon Prime subscription, so if you know you have that, make sure you claim these rewards, because otherwise you'll just be essentially wasting an opportunity for free items that are sitting there not being claimed. With that being said, that's where we're going to wrap up this week's buyer's guide. Stay tuned for more to come. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2, and even Rockstar games as a whole. We'll be sure to keep you guys up to date with updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. I practically live on all 3 of those websites, and you can feel free to strike up a conversation or even ask me a question. Whatever it may be though, you can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links, including my Discord, can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.